Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another Manny Monday, my very last set of spring nails. I decided to go with lilacs over this beautiful purple. They're not my most favorite set. I'm almost thinking I would have liked just to have a couple accent nails, but it's all right. They're pretty, and I do love lilacs, so why not have it on every nail, right? All right, let's read our words of Jesus for women, and then we'll go on to the video, and I'll show you how I did it. Today we are on wheat and weeds, Matthew 13:29 through 30. No, he answered, because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned. Then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn. And it goes on to say, patience is a part of God's plan. Some people will choose to accept Jesus and follow him. Those people are the wheat in this verse. People who choose not to accept him are the weeds. Both groups exist here on earth. But when the day of judgment comes, and it will, the weeds will not be allowed to enter heaven. By their own choice, they have denied Jesus and will not spend forever with him. As long as they remain on this earth, there is the chance that they will change their minds and turn to Jesus. Pray for that. This one's good, you guys. Boy, it's just telling you that we have people that will not enter the kingdom of God if you do not believe. And when the day of judgment comes, like it says here, and it will come. It's going to come. And if you have chose not to believe, you will not enter the kingdom. If you don't believe, how can you enter a place that you don't even believe in? How can you enter a place or enter where Jesus is if you don't believe in Jesus? But let's continue to pray and try to bring others to the Lord. This was a great one and a great analogy. I like how they're using wheat and weeds. How the wheat's going to go to heaven and the weeds are going to, be thrown away. Like that's what we do. We pick them, we throw them away. And there's going to be people out there that just will not accept him. And it's so sad because once it's done, that's it. There's no other chances. Once your time is up, Jesus returns, that's it. There's no more chances. And so many people right now that are in a place called hell are probably, obviously regretting their decision and now know the truth and all of that. And I say a lot to you guys, if I'm wrong, you have nothing to lose. But if I'm right, and I am right, there's so much in the Bible. I mean, even the predictions and all that, definitely there is a heaven. If I'm right, you have so much to lose, so much. And the world could end right now. Jesus could come back right now. He's coming like a thief in the night. He's just going to come and get us, or your time could be up. How many people, die in a car accident or something happens? There's no more chances after that. It is over. That's it. And eternity in hell isn't a place that I want to spend. I want a place in heaven. I've always believed. But like I said, even if I didn't, I would try to believe because I'd be afraid, like I don't want to go to a place that people are talking about that they could spend eternity in hell. So try to, pray for that for others and try to bring others to the Lord, such as what I'm doing here. Try to read verses to them like that and just really try to get the word out. We're trying to save as many souls as we can. The bottom says the Bible promises us that Jesus will return to take his faith followers with him, to live with him in his glorious presence forever. Everyone else will be left behind to face God's wrath and judgment. If Jesus were to return today, do you know if he would take you with him to heaven? This was by Billy Graham, you guys. This is a great one too. I love Billy Graham. He was an awesome pastor, preacher. He was just amazing. We know he's in heaven. And boy, he won tons of souls. He got so many people to get their salvation, but it's important to think about that. If Jesus was to return right now, would you be going with him or would you be left behind to face God's wrath and judgment? Which one do you want? And I know right now, if Jesus returned, I'm going to heaven. I do know I have my, my salvation. I do believe. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. But that's what Jesus's death was for. And we talk about that a lot. But I do still, try harder each day. I want to live my life better because, we do make mistakes and we don't want to continue to make the same mistake. In the Bible, it says, your sins are forgiven. Now turn from them and sin no more. So we do got to try really hard not to sin. We're going to make mistakes, but definitely be always asking God for forgiveness, and all of that. And just, be ready because we never know. And it's a great thing to think about. If you were to die today or Jesus was to return today, do you know where you're going? That's a great one. And boy, I love it by Billy Graham. He was an amazing preacher. Boy, like I said, he's sitting proudly in heaven right now on his throne. Well, God's on his throne, but he's walking streets of gold. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with life's manual. Let's read this over all the stupid media and garbage and news and all of that. Let's read this. This has got all the predictions in it, but you'll also live a happier life because you're walking with the Lord. Sure, us Christians are going to walk kind of a rocky road because the devil's going to be there to steal, kill, and destroy because you now have your salvation and he wants to ruin it, wants to try to get you and to convince you to not believe so he can take you to hell with him once you got your salvation. That's locked with God unless you stop believing, you know. So the devil's going to try really, really hard. And the devil used to be an angel. So it just proves that many people, you know, we make mistakes. The devil was an actual angel and now he's the devil. And now there's a place called hell that we, you know, people that don't believe go to. So get your life right today. Get some good quality time alone with Jesus, spending time alone in a place that you love, in a bedroom alone. You can even make a closet, like a walk-in closet as a space. Maybe you like to go somewhere, sit in the car, whatever. Just get that good quality time alone. God knows then when you're spending time away from the camera, away from people, you're not showy. You're actually opening it up and reading it, spending time. God knows your true heart. And only he can judge. Like it says right there, God will come with his wrath and his judgment. We can't judge anybody. We're not here to judge. Let God be the ultimate judger because he's the only one that can, because he's perfect. He's perfect. None of us are perfect. Let's get right today so you know for sure where you're going. And as soon as you get your salvation, write it down because you know you're heaven bound. What a great thing to think about when you do leave this world, that you don't have to worry. You'll live on for eternity. Eternity. That's a great thing to think of. But I wouldn't want to be burning in hell for eternity. Boy, I wouldn't want that. All right, you guys, let's get on to this nail design. Like I said, it's not one of my favorites. It is pretty. I absolutely love lilacs. I do, but I'm thinking maybe I would have just wanted it on some accent nails. Sometimes when I do a set, I don't know, I kind of judge them a little bit, and I think, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done as many, but I do love lilacs, so let's just spread it all out over the nails, right? And I did some green leaves and like branches and stuff with it. So hope you guys will love this design. It wasn't too long, the video, but still was kind of pretty. And like I said, if you like the design but are thinking, yeah, maybe I would just want an accent nail, then just do one. But have fun with art. And I hope you enjoyed all these spring looks. Look forward to tomorrow for the toe design to match and the last Wear It Wednesday spring fashion. We'll see you guys in the next upload. I love you guys very much. Everybody take care and God bless. Hey everyone! So here's what I chose to go with for my last spring set of nails for Mani Monday. We've got some beautiful purple nails with lilacs. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to Mani Monday. We're getting ready to do the last spring look of the year. And I've chose a beautiful purple, and I went over the top of it with kind of a bluish tint that I made. I will show you. And then we're going to do lilacs. That is my favorite flower. So we're going to work with acrylic paints. We're going to do some like green leaves and do some lilacs. And yeah, can't beat that for the last spring look with lilacs. That's definitely for spring. So let me go over and show you guys all the supplies that I'm using. All right, so I started the color off with this. It's kind of a deep royal purple, and it's called Necessity, I think. That one was from Dollar Tree. And then as you see, it doesn't match the color because over the top, I did this. I made this one. And I needed it to be more of a bluish tint. That's what I wanted. But all the ones I was using were just a little bit light. Like this one, for instance, is a little bit light when you're trying to do lilac flowers over the top. So I needed it to be a little darker, but I wanted it more of a bluish purple. And I do have some, but I wanted some, shimmer to it too. That's why I chose this one and this. And I put like 20 drops in a clear bottle of polish here. I get these from Dollar Tree, the LA base coat, top coat. And then I added in this one here, the gel one. And this one is called, or it's just numbers, I think. Well, actually, they didn't even have numbers. I showed you guys that in my nail haul. So it's just a beautiful kind of light purple, like a kind of a lavender, but not really, like a blue purple. So I just added that into this, like I said 20 drops, and then I shook it up, and I did 1 coat of that over the top so that you'll still be able to see the light lilacs I'm going to do. And then I made my polishes here. I got this one. These are all from Walmart. This one here, different shades of the lilac. And then for the greens, I'm going to use this one here and this one. This is a neon color. And I did put white into every one of them because these colors, you usually do need a little bit of white to help them to pop so they're more opaque instead of transparent when you're working with that. So it'll just be different shades here to do the lilacs. I added in white in all of them, and I kept it kind of like that, the swirled white. You'll see when they go on what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm working with Robin's brush, the wand. RobinMosesNailArt.com is how you order them. Is this the right brush here? I have a couple of her brushes. I want to make sure I grabbed the right one because I know I have a little bit of a newer one. If it's not, I'll grab the other one. But there's the end of it right there. I love it. Yes, I got paint everywhere on me. I got to clean it off. And then at the very end, I'll top everything off with the Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat, my favorite top coat. So I do believe that's all I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to add in like any glitters or anything because I just want the flowers to really pop. And I almost wanted to do it a matte finish, but I think I'm going to keep it shiny. If I do matte it, I'll show you guys. So I'm going to get started on the lilacs, and I'll come in and show you guys how I'm doing it. I'm going to start actually with the leaves, and I'll be back. All right. So I've got the green like leaves and some of the sticks, the branches, and I did, the accent now with just leaves. But I like how I'm doing it, so you can kind of see I'm getting some in there. I wanted to see what it would look like with the lilacs. So that's what it looks like. One done with just the leaves there, and this is done with like the branches and the leaves, and then just little dots to make it look like lilacs. And then the rest I just did the leaves. I left one open to show you, but I wanted to see if it was going to work out. That's why I was doing that. All right, we'll draw in. And this one, I'm going to take the lighter color, and I'm going to do another branch, and I'm just going to come off this way with it. Should I come up from the bottom? Maybe I'll come up from the bottom. So I'm just going to set the brush down really lightly and just kind of sway like this and come up and make a branch like that, just coming off. It's so easy to do, I mean, pretty easy, but have a very light touch. And then again, just kind of sway like that so it makes like a branch. Then I'm going to go into the darker green or that hot neon and just set the brush down very lightly and just kind of do a leaf. You can actually just set the brush down like this and just kind of leave a print like that. And then just kind of give it a little pull at the end. So it's a little easier when they're this tiny to just basically set the brush down and give it a little pull at the end. So you get the leaves in it like that. That's how I'm doing that. I've got a couple branches over here. Like I said, in those ring finger ones, I just did just the leaves to have kind of an accent one done with, the lilacs. So now I'm going to go through and finish up all the lilacs, and I'll leave a finger open to show you how I'm doing that. So now I've got the beautiful lilacs running through every finger except for this one. I left it open, and here is the thumbs. And over the darker purple, I added a little bit of lavender in there, that lighter color, just to kind of give it a little bit of a highlight. And I'm thinking of going through the lighter one with a little bit darker. So let's go ahead and put the little lilacs on. They're really easy to do. So I'm going to dip in. This one here, I got a lot more darker purple over here, so we're going to do the lighter one. And basically all you're doing is just dots. Just make sure that, you got paint on the end, not too much, but just in a, have your brush straight up and down when you're doing it, and just go right to the very end and just start doing some dots. Now, lilacs start off bigger and they get smaller as they go, less like that, kind of in a triangle, kind of. So we're just going to do lighter ones here. Actually, I'm going to dip into the darker one here. And then I'm just going to go like this now and just put more towards the bottom. And it's so easy. And then as you go up, you're just doing dots like that, because that's what a lilac would look like. But you see what I'm talking about? And then when you have the two mixed like that, it's really pretty. So now through the lighter one, I'm just going to add a little bit of the darker purple in there. And I'm going to kind of do that throughout the design. Just add a little bit of dark through it. So it just gets those different shades of, the light and the dark. So it gives it kind of highlights and lowlights through it. Because lilacs are such pretty colors. They're different shades of purple. So I just like to do highlights and lowlights through here. And I already did the highlights, so we're just doing the lowlights through that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And this one, because I had the lighter color in there, I will just add just a couple to show you what I'm talking about, but I already had kind of the lighter color on there. So that's that. But they definitely give you, the lilac feel. So we'll go over here and darken in the ones, do the lowlights or lowlights here on the lighter ones. Just give it a little bit, just barely tap it, on it because you don't want too much paint. So let's just go a little bit really light through it, giving it low lights, and then you've got your highlights, if you see what I'm talking about, through the darker ones. And you don't need a lot of paint, just do it really gentle. But isn't that pretty? I love it. It gives you that feel of springtime, definitely with the lilacs, and I love lilacs. I really, really do. So I think this one is really, really pretty. Of course, all that's left now is to top coat, so I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to top coat it, and I'll show you guys the end product. This was a pretty easy one, quick one, just doing the leaves and the lilacs. But yeah, I just wanted it to have that beautiful, that beautiful spring feel with lilacs, because it is my most favorite flower. Too bad that they're only around for about 2 weeks and then they die. But anyways, I'm going to top coat these. I'm going to let them dry, top coat them, and I'll come in and show you guys the end product. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done with the last set of spring nails. And I chose to do my favorite flower, the lilac. And I do like the way it turned out. It isn't my most favorite design I've ever done. I nitpick at it and see things that I just don't like. Not too crazy about it, but it is really pretty, and it will go great with the Wear It Wednesday. I'll also have a toe design for tomorrow for the Tootsie Tuesday toes, and it'll match as well. But yeah, not my most favorite, but I do like the coloration. I think that's really pretty, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed all these spring looks. Like I said, tomorrow you get the toe design and the last Wear It Wednesday spring look, and then we go into the summer. I hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy, and leaning on the Lord. Everybody take care, and God bless.